Well, hello everybody. Welcome to a very weird edition of OMNIBROS Live on a Thursday night. It's your boy Gio here, Manga Geekdom, flying solo, unfortunately. My lovely co-host had to bow out due to some real-world issues and commitments. So we'll see everybody back again next week. For the time being, I get the privilege, the honor of starting our Halloween extravaganza all by myself. So if you wanted a solo Geo manga show, well, you got it. It's me filling in for everybody. But fortunately, the book I picked for week one, it was my wait, that's not wrong. That's not it. My recommendation for week one uh, is the book that we're going to talk about. There we go. So yeah, sorry that I'm a little bit late. Dealing with some stuff behind the scenes, not related to this stream, but what are you gonna do? But for everybody watching later, it doesn't really matter. So thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting OmniBros Live. We do appreciate it. Tonight we start off the Halloween reads. We're gonna start it off light because it's the first Thursday, and we still got a long way to go until Halloween, right? So we're doing it light, and I chose a terrified teacher at Ghoul School to talk about because it's a comedy, but it also has some spooky characters in the form of yokai characters, which happen to be my favorite when it comes to Japanese folklore literature. In this case, manga and stuff like that. So I'm really excited to bring you some thoughts on this series and maybe recommend it to you guys because it's a fun series. I'll get to it in a bit. I have the first 3 volumes here with me, and we can share some of the art and talk a little bit about it. Whoop, and one of the books just fell. That's awesome. That's a cursed sign right there. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. As always, to the chat. You guys are lovely. Bob Fisher, thank you so much. Happy to be live with you. Likewise, my friend. Aria, my friends, we meet again. Thank you, everybody. Let me remind you that this show is sponsored by the fine folks at InStockTrades.com, where you get your omnibus, trade paperbacks, hardcovers, manga, and so much more with great deals on great books from discounted prices that go from 42 to 50, sometimes 65% off. It's crazy over there. You got to check it out. Go to InStockTrades.com. If you place an order of $50 or more in the US, you get free shipping. Fantastic customer service. Wonderful packaging. That's InStockTrades.com. Also, don't forget about the loyalty discount. Sorry, where you get an extra 2% off your order if you place orders on a week-by-week basis. That's once again InStockTrades.com. And let me pull up the website here real quick to share some of the deals of the week and all that fun stuff because I didn't get to do that on Wednesday because I wasn't on. So there we go. Some of the deals of the week, including one of my picks from last Monday, Zatanna and the Ripper. That's cool. 50% off. That's awesome. $7.49. That's a great deal for a fun book. And of course, all the manga, hardcovers, all that fun stuff. You got the Chainsaw Man box set showing up. 30% off. That's great. If you had the loyalty discount, it'd be 32% off. You can also get that and continue right away with part 2 here with volume 12 of the series. So the top sellers, still the Batman domination right here in the almost at the top 5. That's awesome. So yeah, folks, you got to check out InStockTrades.com for all the cool deals. Your one-stop shop for all things collected editions. Shout out to IST. Also, at the end of the month, we're going to do the gift card giveaway, valued at $50. If you are interested in participating, all you got to do is show up on the last Monday of the month, which will be on the 30th, and participate in the chat, and we'll pick out a winner by the end of that. Open to anybody out there in the world, and hope to see you then. Artist formerly known as Jesse Sewant. Hola, hola. That's a spooky profile picture right there, my friend. That's nice. So tonight, chat. Oh, okay. Hold on. The freaking book fell. There we go. Oh, the other one too? Damn. Okay. There we go. So tonight, since I'm flying solo, if you guys have any questions for me, I type them in the chat. I would appreciate it, and we can get some conversations going. That's always fun. I do have some news to share. It's not all about Ghoul School, if you will. We do have a bunch of licenses. We do have a bunch of solicits and all that cool stuff that I wanted to share because we did not cover that last week. We were doing the previews for October. Also, I don't have the link here with me, but the Manga Plus website finally updated their pricing scenario thing that they wanted to, that they were vaguely hinting at. Let's just say that much. And let me look at it live while I talk to you guys, because why not, right? The new prices aren't that bad, actually. Okay. And I'm kind of considering joining the service. Let me stop sharing this screen and switch over to another tab. Nope, not that. Oh my gosh, I'm such a professional. Where's the button? There it is. Not the entire screen. No. There we go. Okay, so let's start the show with Manga Plus, shall we? They updated their subscription plan. Previously, it was all free. They encouraged you to read manga on your phone, which was weird to me because I would prefer desktop mode, like PC or laptop or whatever, not necessarily on a small screen. It's cool. It's convenient because you can take it anywhere, but the bigger the screen, the better if you're going to read digital, in my opinion. So, yeah. Before you could do that, and you could read it on the desktop version, and some of the older series, the middle chapters were blocked, and the solution was to go and read it through your phone, which is insane. That there was no price or anything, so that was really cool. And now they updated that. The standard plan includes the first month free, and then it's $1.99 a month. So it's similar, or was similar, to the Shonen Jump app when it first started, or the Viz one, well, one of the two. You can read all chapters of serializing titles, more than 6,000 chapters, no ads. Again, I've never seen ads on this website. I don't know if the ads are for different regions or something, because sometimes, like, I'll be watching a streaming service with ads, and since they haven't sold ads to that region or designated ads for it, even though my subscription plan for, like, Hulu, for example, might have ads, I never get them. So it's like it's like a no ad tier. So I'm okay with that. So I don't know if this is the case here with Manga Plus, but regardless, if you do have ads, if you subscribe to the standard plan, you're not going to get any ads. I don't know. Exclusions apply. Standard plan includes currently serialized works. When the work is completed, you will not be able to read it after a certain period of time. You can continue to read completed works with the deluxe plan. That's kind of wild to me. I mean, I'm not going to necessarily go back and reread digital stuff, because if I like the series enough on a digital thing, I'm gonna seek it out physically and own it. So it's kind of wild to me that I can't go back and read a story unless I sign up for the deluxe plan. But I get it, so this is more for the casual reader out there, If you sign on for the deluxe plan, that's going to set you back $5 a month. You can read all chapters of currently serializing titles, as well as all chapters of completed titles! Exclamation point. Read more than 15,000 chapters, no ads. Exclusions apply. Price is shown for the US only. Okay, so this is pretty much the same thing. The only difference is the $1.99, you don't get the completed titles afterwards. In some regions, such as Taiwan, the number of available titles and chapters may differ from other areas. Ads will not be displayed if you subscribe to Manga Plus Max, but some may be displayed. Cool. Titles included in Manga Plus Max. This is giving me HBO Max vibes, and I hate it. Okay, titles, over 80 titles. Okay. These are current ones that are being published. And then completed titles. Here's some examples of that. Cool. You can download it now. I don't know what to think. I don't know. What are some standout titles that can only be read on Manga Plus? Let me show you Manga Plus. All right. So this is what I do on Manga Plus. Only available on the app. Download it now. Okay, cool, whatever. You're gonna see my favorites, which is weird. I think I talked about it on like 2 weeks ago. Stuff that's favorite here does not transfer to the phone. And on the phone, you actually do have a profile. I cannot make a profile here on the desktop version. I don't know if that's going to change when you start paying for it. I don't know. That is a good question, which I don't have the answer for, so I apologize. But if I hit on the button here for favorites, you can see some of the ones that I talked about recently on this show, like Mama Juju and stuff like that. If I were to recommend stuff for Manga Plus, I like it because I can read some of the Shonen Jump material without having to switch to a different app. And like I get all the everything bundled up together, you know. Right now, I do enjoy Shibatarian. It's bonkers, but I like it. The last chapter, which I did not talk about here, was supposed to be funny, but I laughed out loud so hard that I became a fan officially of this series, and I'm looking forward to more. Yeah, see, look, read all chapters for free on the app. You can't read these 2 chapters, which suck, but you can read the others. Let's see. The Dandadan, this is the way I've been reading Dandadan. That's a nice way to check that out if you don't want to read or use the Viz app, for example. And the other one I wanted to highlight. This has been a lot of fun, and I talked about it on the show, Mikana and the Sea Woman. The mangaka, for some, I didn't read this at first, but they promised that this title was going to switch gears into something completely different than what we thought. When I first started reading Mikana and the Sea Woman, I thought it was going to be a wholesome slice of life series. Oh, tongue-tied there, sorry. And yeah, it was that. But the latest chapters just went full on creature horror, and I am so excited. And I hope it keeps up the intensity and sticks with it, so I can wholeheartedly recommend it as a horror book. But not just yet. I need to see what happens in the next chapters, which haven't gone live yet. Hey, Oshinoko, that's a fun one. I recommend that. I like it a lot. I have it physically, and I love the anime. I know it gets kind of weird, and some people are up in arms with it, but end of the day, it's just a crazy manga story, you know? It's not hurting anybody, so whatever. But I do recommend that. What else do I have here? Wild Strawberry is a new one that I made a video on, and it's a lot of fun too. It's a nice Tokyo Ghoul-esque zombie apocalypse story, but with flower, think Last of Us flowers, you know? What else do I have here that I can recommend? A lot of Shonen Jump stuff that will probably get canceled, like this. I forgot the name of this. Sorry. This is awesome to me. These 2 are great, but I do want to highlight Red Cat Ramen. It's a cat that cooks ramen. I don't need to sell you any more than that. It's fun. This was a fan comic originally, and it got so famous that it got picked up for serialization here on by Shueisha, Manga Plus, and all that stuff. So if you enjoy quirky stuff like this, I think you're gonna like reading stuff here. I know that this title has an anime coming up, so this is why I have it here saved. Tis Time for Torture Princess. I do want to check that out. I haven't read it yet. And my guys here, Goku Rakugai. There we go. That is getting physical editions next year, so you can read it here. This one's a lot of fun with great artwork. I love the art on this one. So, yeah, yep. And you get all the stuff that I mentioned, including, where's the section here from Shonen Jump? There we go, Weekly Shonen Jump. You know, you can read all the popular ones people are into, all the kids are into, Jump Plus titles, etc., etc. Oh, thank you so much. Everybody's joining. I like that. I know I started super late. I thought, man, nobody's going to tune in. But you guys are lovely as always, so thank you. William Lee, thank you so much for joining. That's such a weird distinction between the $199 and $499 plan. It's nice that they've added a subscription plan period, so for that, yeah, definitely. I don't mind it. This website has been free for a while, and I hope people don't vanish because now there's a subscription, because you can still read stuff for free here. Like, I'm not subscribed, and I can start reading. Let's pick something random. Like, I can start reading this, right, and enjoy it. So who knows? I would prefer if they have there's no profile option. While on the phone, it's a little bit different. You can actually save stuff and choose your avatar and profile name and all that stuff. Weird decision. I don't know if it's because the owners think everybody needs to read this stuff on smartphones or something else. Who knows? Don't mind me just petitioning for the English adaptation for Kingdom. You know what? I'll be honest with you. I want that to happen. I know the stakes are high, but I want that to happen for you. I want Kingdom to happen. It's a steep climb, you know? At least with the Inhuman stuff, there's so much stuff being put out by Marvel that, you know, at some point they're going to run out of ideas, and I guess that's when I'm going to get the damn book. But for Kingdom, you never know. I hope people prove companies wrong, and there is interest for such a long-running series. I think season 5 is starting soon. Correct me if I'm wrong, Cleveland Brown. I gotcha. I'll have to check it out. The only thing with the Viz app. Hey, look at that. We got Willie. Willie,
Hey,
what you doing? What are you doing here?
At the Airbnb for my job this weekend, and I didn't realize that the job was out of town until today.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, so I'm the only one here, so I thought I'd pop in and say hello while I'm waiting for people to arrive.
Yay.
Well, the only other person is going to be the person who hired me, one of my friends. So she should be here at some point in the nearish future. And then
does she want to be on and we can talk about Manga Plus together?
She probably wouldn't mind saying hi. I doubt she cares, but I don't think she's
joking
about Manga Plus.
So welcome. I told everybody you had some stuff to take care of, but there you go.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm here. I took a job this weekend that had me busy today, and I just got to this Airbnb like 2 hours away from my house less than 30 minutes ago, and just like unpacked all the supplies that I had with me, because I had to drive a cargo van out here.
Nice. Okay, cool. So That's awesome, man. I'm going over the Manga Plus stuff, and I got some solicits. If you want to do that with me, before you
Yeah,
head out.
whatever you want to go over, I'll sit here with you.
Okay, let me show you the tiered list for. Wait a minute. Nope, nope. There we go. So I was showing the chat the new tier subscription thing from Manga Plus Max.
Yeah.
The standard plan, like I mentioned earlier, is $2 a month, and you read all the chapters. However, there are no ads, and once you complete a series, you cannot read it again, which is so wild to me. And then the next jump is the deluxe plan for $5. You read all the chapters of current serializing titles as well as all the chapters of completed titles, 15,000 chapters, no ads, and you can come back and read completed titles. That's bizarre.
Interesting caveat, like
Yeah.
not being able to reread things.
I made the point when I started that I get it, because for me, I'll read it digitally and I like it, so I'll pick it up physically. So I won't
Right.
be coming back to certain series. But if you're just digital only, that's really weird.
Yeah, that's weird. And it also, one of the things that I that comes to mind for me about that is, if you're someone who is trying to read stuff to like write reviews about it or something, or like you want to make a video of it and stuff, you have to like, you can't go back to it, which is
Mm-hmm.
weird to me. Like you have to just kind of know what the hell you're talking about uh, immediately after you finish it.
Yeah. It works great for me because I like to bring you guys first impressions on new stuff. But
Right.
yeah, if you're a blogger and you're writing about past series, good luck. You need a hell of a good memory. But I don't know. I'm thinking of subbing because I do like this and I use it a lot. So maybe I'll do the 199. Who knows? You know what? I'm mad about High Dive, and I can talk about that another time. So maybe I can switch and cancel High Dive and get this instead. You know,
The only
they
thing
keep.
I'm going to say about High Dive is I know that they are aware of all of the issues, but they can't do anything right now because of something to do with the AMC buyout, and
Oh, I figured.
they have to
Yeah,
basically wait.
write it out.
Yeah, they have to like get to a certain point where they can then start making changes. Like I think it's something like once a fiscal year ends, then they can start the budget anew and start putting budget into remaking everything and fixing all the issues that people have with the platform.
There you go. I hope that's the case. I mean, I'm not like 100% upset. I am upset, but you know, I voiced my opinions on Twitter or X or whatever Twix, as people call it.
I saw the issue with you not being able to join because of what region you're in, and it's annoying because it's such a recurring issue for you.
Yeah. What did High Dive do? They've decided to region block certain new shows that are coming out. So of the new fall season shows, I can only watch Ragna Crimson. That's it. Every other show is locked for my region, which is not really a region because it's part of the U.S. and it's not an international market. So
Yeah.
that's why I get upset. And I'm sorry for like UK viewers, which I saw on Reddit. They got geo blocked or whatever it's called, but I shouldn't have that issue. That's the part that frustrates me. And I just made the tweet out of like being annoyed. I don't expect them to answer. Yeah, I understand that things are happening behind the scenes, but I was just venting, I guess.
I
But
mean,
that's
I
what High Dive.
that's
That's what's
worth
up at High Dive.
it's worth being upset about. But there's other things at High Dive that have been an issue for other
Yeah.
people. A lot of it's like smaller stuff. Like I think something about one of the, like it not being available on certain platforms or on certain devices. it like locking you out all the time. There's a lot of like smaller issues that they have, because you go on to like almost any post about High Dive and there's going to be someone like, when are y'all going to fix this? When are you going to fix this?
Exactly. So gang, there are a couple licenses that I do want to mention. We're going to go over to our friends at Anime News Network, to something that I never imagined that they would announce so quickly. And that is, wait a minute, give me a minute. Where is it? There it is. Captain Momo's secret base. I never imagined this would get picked up, but it's happening.
Dark Horse is kind of focusing on Kenji Tsuruta.
Have you read this, by the way?
No, I have not.
Okay, I have to warn everybody that if you are upset with a book that has 100% full-on nudity throughout its entire run, then this will not be a book for you, because this is what happens in this book. It's a sci-fi slice of life series about this girl here. She's a captain, and she's riding this relay space station or something ship that's transporting things from one base to another. So it's a really long journey. It's like being out at sea, and she's by herself with her cat. So naturally she's by herself, so she's going to be naked all the time because she doesn't want to wear clothing out in her spaceship. So yeah, there's a lot of detail for this, and I know it's not going to be for everybody, but it's interesting. It's a quirky, different take on slice of life material, and Dark Horse is putting it out. Moshi Moshi Momo. There we go. Yeah.
What's the is it Wandering Island? Is that the other one that by the same creator?
Wandering Island, and there's another one where I forget the name. She has a crown on the cover.
Well, there's Emanon is the same creator, but Wandering Island just bring up because they need to reprint the first volume.
Yeah. Let me find the name of that. Captain Momo. This is from 2017, and I believe it ended. So it's it ended recently, or maybe no. Wait, it's still being published. Sorry, but it's a slow release. It hasn't ended yet. I don't know how to say this name. I do apologize. I'm gonna butcher the hell out of this. La Pomme Prisionnaire. That is about Rakuen Le Paradis. Imari likes cats. She loves cats. She also loves doing nothing like cats, so cats love her back. In the cover, she is naked, and her hair and her cat are censoring her private parts. And if you follow Kenji Tsuruta, the artwork, or at least the protagonist in all his books, are similar in style. I'm not sure if it's the interconnected universe, but that's just a thing. So Captain Momo's secret base, in the year 3019 AD, none of us are going to be there, so let's go. Humanity has gotten even more work casual most of the time. Momo doesn't bother to wear her captain's uniform or anything at all. On board the cargo vessel Blue Chateau, as she struggles against interstellar tedium, company directives, low battery strength, and her ever underfoot cat, Grandpa John. But fear not, equipped with plenty of reading material and a crate of peach liquor, in the long haul past Proxima Centauri, however you pronounce it, space slacker Captain Momo will at last prove Newton correct. A body at rest will remain at rest. Interesting. Yeah, Dana Lewis has translated the manga, worked on Wandering Island. So I don't know. I did read this a while back, and I thought I don't see this getting licensed at all. But then again, they published other Kenji Tsuruta stuff, so it doesn't surprise me, I guess. Give me a second here. There we go. So that is coming out from Dark Horse. The company will publish the first oversized 140-page volume on May of next year. So I am looking forward to it. The art is beautiful. And there's something very eerie and beautiful about the solitary time you'll spend in space. And the fact that the characters bearing it all just makes for a very striking and different slice of life story. So I do recommend it. If you can get past that little quirk and you don't mind that stuff, I think you will find something to like in Secret Base.
All right, sorry.
Don't worry.
I had my friend called me, and she has just left, so she's not going to be here for like maybe 2 hours.
Oh wow. Okay, we got time. This is a 4-hour stream, by the way.
So I'm going to hang with you for the whole stream.
Okay.
But I'm
Yay.
Some food because I don't feel like driving the cargo van that I drove to like a fast food restaurant to get dinner. So I'm going to DoorDash.
My volume 1 of Centaurs is finally shipping out, which I'm very excited about. That's awesome.
Hey.
Cool.
I forgot.
By the way,
that.
I placed just for the hell of it, I placed my final Right Stuff order recently. So that's going to be exciting. I'm waiting to place more orders. I'm waiting for that transition to happen to see if there's chaos on the first week. But I got some of the new releases like the Hunter x Hunter book and the I already forgot Sword Demon Hunter thing, Volume 3, and Dangers in My Heart, Volume 7, and something else I'm forgetting. So
I need to order.
Bring on the Momo. Sounds fun. It's quirky and fun. I do recommend it.
Yeah, I need to order Sword of Demon Hunter 3 and Night of Living Cat 3. And if do they have Centaurs on Right Stuff? I don't know if Hfield got it off of. Yeah, they do have it on Right Stuff. So I need to get Centaurs. I need to see what, because I for some reason didn't have that in my wish list, and I don't know if it's because the date got shifted or something. It was still listed for $8.29, so I guess we're just waiting on it.
I do know that Hunter x Hunter sold out pretty quick. Obviously, it's not going to go out of print, so don't worry. So I
don't think they even got it.
Oh, you don't think they got it? I thought everybody was excited for it and grabbed it.
I think that they didn't get copies of it. I think it just it's delayed for them. Because I've seen, or maybe it's delayed with other people too, because I don't think IST got copies either.
No, they did not. I checked, and I had to go through other websites to get it.
Okay, there's not enough for me to make an order yet. I was hoping that Homunculus Volume 2 was available on Right Stuff, but it's not. They had it listed on IST, but I had to cancel it for a refund because they didn't have copies, which happens with the 7Cs stuff. So hopefully if people start shopping with them, they'll start getting more 7Cs books in.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you know what I got? In August, was it August? An August release that I totally forgot to buy. Let me see if I can log in and look at my order real quick. I think it was, wait a minute, it's a 7Cs book. What was it? I know that I placed an order on IST, but it sold out quick, so they had to refund me. But then they got it in, so I got it again. And that is, drum roll, because I can't remember the name. Oh, Marmalade Boy, Volume 3. I totally forgot to get that when it came out. So yeah, Marmalade Boy, Sword of the Demon Hunter, Dangers in My Heart, Hunter x Hunter from another website. So yeah, that's the last order I think, that I'll make from Right Stuff before they turn evil and become something else entirely. DoorDash once and was like, these damn prices. I don't. DoorDash, I think it's not in my area, but it is around. Some places can use it. I don't know, but I've never used it. Okay, next up, let's do another release here. I couldn't find the original, so I'm going to use ANN. One Piece Books announced that they got Tales of the Tendo Family, or Tendoke Monogatari.
I know
Yeah,
that was one that Colleen was really excited about.
I saw that. They were really excited. I didn't know about it. I'm like, oh, okay. I'll check it out then.
Because they had mentioned that title and like 3 others that were all from, I think, from the same magazine, and they were like none of these titles from this magazine have been licensed. What's going on? And then someone who's a translator tagged the guy from One Piece, and basically like the One Piece dude came up and commented something like, I can't say which yet, but one of these we have licensed. And then like a couple days later, this got, and they were like, wow, I'm so excited. I didn't expect it to be this one of the 4 that I mentioned.
Nice. So this one comes out April, and the second volume June. And we also have the covers, which is nice. We rarely get that. For the first 2 volumes, it says here, company describes their first volume. Masato, a son of the Tendo family, is meant to marry Hojo Ran, the daughter of a baron. There's just one problem. She's a fake. The real Ran has fled. That's funny. After hearing that few make it out of the Tendo family alive. In her place is a young woman who says she will die if it means saving someone else's life. Saito debuted the novel. Sure, whatever. So yeah, folks, Tales of the Tendo family. People are excited. Sounds awesome. I will check it out next year when it drops. Shout out to One Piece Books making it happen.
One Piece Books making that shit happen.
Kind of hate the title font though. It's a middle of the road type of thing.
Not as bad as the one that I was complaining about the other day.
Yeah, the cursive one in green and like glowing green or something.
Yes, which may have been a One Piece Books title. Which means that they probably need to hire a better graphic designer.
Yeah. I wish I could do it. I'm interested. I don't have the expertise, but I've always wanted to work on graphic design. I just don't know a lot.
Graphic design is my passion.
Yeah. I wish I could. This is a tangent, but I'll just say this. I wish I didn't do the whole radio TV thing and focused on graphic design instead. But I like the radio stuff, so I don't know. Who knows? I'd like to think an alternate reality, an alternate Earth, Geo, whatever, is doing that, and he's happy. So if he's happy, I'm happy.
I think one of the problems with the font is like the color that's used is, no matter what they've done, like they've made it like red and black, and they put like the glow behind it. None of that has worked to make the title stand out really strong against the backgrounds, because I feel like there's too much reds and blacks behind it and too much like whites, that parts of it just blend together no matter what. I don't know. I think that's one of the failures of the font design.
There you go. Next up from the licenses, we got a bunch of 7C stuff from last week and this week. Last week we didn't mention any because we were doing the previews. So I have a mix of stuff here. In no particular order, Seven Seas announced they licensed Marriage to Kitsune Sama, a BL manga from the creative team of Ken Home Run. That's an interesting name. A fox spirit is hungry for love in the supernatural boys' love rom-com. Every few decades, the town of Hokutocho sends a human up the mountain to marry one of the fox spirits who resides above them, and Inaho has always longed for that role. When he comes of age, he ascends to his new home and meets his handsome new husband, a kitsune lord named Subaru. Subaru has been watching Inaho for a long time and is pleased to receive his new spouse, but before the supernatural marriage can enter its honeymoon stage, Inaho learns that Subaru is stuck with an unfortunate curse. This fox spirit wants to eat up his beloved, literally. Can Inaho and Subaru find a way to break the curse and save their relationship? Single large trim edition as part of the BL series, and this comes out, or label, sorry, comes out June of next year for $15. And here is the cover for Marriage to Kitsune-sama.
Marriage.
Yeah, that's a striking cover. I just did, if you guys follow me on TikTok, my 100th yokai TikTok, and it was about the sorry, what was that?
I saw you did the Kitsune as your 100.
Yeah, thank you. Kitsune was the 100th. It was by accident. I just totally forgot. Oh, I have not talked about Kitsune on TikTok. Okay. So if you guys want to follow me on the TikTok thingy, just search for Creature Gaiden. Gaiden, like the Japanese word. Gaiden, or however you pronounce it. Anyways, interesting, cool. I don't know if I'll check it out, but I do like the whole yokai supernatural aspect, so that's fun. Maybe I will check it out. Speaking of yokai and cool stuff, from the same creator as the Evil Secret Society of Cats and Yokai Cats comes Monster Cats by Pandania, a full-color comic about humans living with adorably monstrous cats. Is it a banshee, a yeti, a gorgon, or a cat? Monster cats are a perfect new breed of familiar furry friends crossed with freaky fun. If you think life with regular cats can get complicated, wait till you see what it's like for people who live with these charming supernatural pets. The series will be available in single large trim editions. Volume 1 comes out in May of next year for $15. And here's the cover for that. That is really cute. So they got fangs, they got unicorn horns, they got everything. They'll eat you up and poke your eye out. Monster Cats. The next one that was announced, Nagahama To Be or Not to Be, another BL series for simulpub release. And this is interesting. Where is it? This BL school romance by the popular creator of Jackass. So Johnny Knoxville is writing this manga.
I was like, wait a second, what?
I saw this. I'm like, whoa, okay. I did not know that the Jackass crew is into BL manga. That's cool. Jealousy will also enjoy his simulpub debut in 11 different territories on the same day. Nagisa may look like a delinquent, but he's just a typical teen trying to figure out what to do with his life. Nagisa's best friend Isa already knows what his passion is: fish. Isa often skips school to work at the Nagahama fish market, and the two boys hang out near the ocean almost every day. When Nagisa suspects that Isa has a girlfriend, it turns his world upside down. Is he in love with his best friend? Could his best friend possibly like him back? So all these companies here are going to publish this in February of next year. And for the USA, Seven Seas Entertainment. This will be $15, and I assume single large trim editions as well. And here's the cover for Nagahama To Be or Not to Be. It's a cool. I like the sunset there. That's cute.
To Nagahama or not to Nagahama?
Or not to Nagahama. The other one coming out is My Sister Took My Fiance and Now I'm Being Courted by a beastly prince. This is by Yu Sakurai, Kiruki Hoshikawa, and Ren Hiro, a shoujo josei fantasy romance about a scorned noblewoman and a lion of a prince. Cordelia, daughter of a countess, can't seem to get married, mostly because her sister Priscilla keeps stealing the hearts of her suitors. Ready to resign herself to a spinster fate, Cordelia is surprised when a handsome man suddenly wants to court her, and he's a prince no less, Prince Leonhard, who possesses the power of a legendary lion, is a heavily admired man, but has his own quirks, such as pursuing Cordelia because he was drawn to her scent. How cat-like is this man, really? A fun and slightly furry fantasy romance begins with Volume 1 of My Sister Took My Fiance, and now I'm being courted by a beastly prince. Released for the first time next April, single large trim editions. Here's the cover for that. Looking pretty interesting. I guess this is a furry book because he's going to turn into a lion. So that's the next one. Next one came as a not as a surprise because it was leaked through early solicits and we knew it was happening. But we got the official announcement that Tomo-chan is a Girl is coming out. Volume 1, the Omnibus edition, containing the first 3 volumes. The series is only 8 volumes long, so it should be 3 books total. This is single omnibus paperback, volumes 1, 2, 3. Tomo and June have been best buds since they were children, but now that they're in high school, Tomo wants to be more than friends. Too bad June just sees her as one of the guys. Tomo may be a tomboy, but she's determined to prove to June that she's a woman too. I am excited for this. I enjoyed the anime adaptation, which debuted this year. That was a lot of fun, well animated. I really enjoyed the characters and story, so I'll definitely be checking out the original source material. Here's the cover for it, spine and everything. Inspired the hit anime. So that's really cool. This omnibus, I assume, did it have a price? I didn't check.
$24.99. It said on the back.
There we go. Thank you. $25, which I'm sure will get discounted at certain websites like InsideTrades.com and the Crunchyroll store.
The Crunchyroll store.
The Crunchyroll store.
So I wonder if they're gonna do the whole series in 3-in-1s because they had previously published the singles. So will they do the whole thing?
Hopefully. Somebody asked, like, are you gonna do the rest of the series? I thought, like, maybe, because you're committing yourself to doing omnibus. You're putting out volume 1 to 3. I mean, you should have done just volume 1, honestly, but whatever. Tomo-chan is a girl. This was fun. Cute. So that's what's happening with 7 Seas Entertainment. Shout out to them. Next up.
Did we even talk at all about the digital release of Hajime no Ippo on K-Manga?
I did not. Let me look that up real quick.
Because it should have been on last week's show, but last week's show was so stuffed and long.
Yep. K-Manga. Oh, wait, I forgot I can't open this. Right? I can't. Okay, blah, blah, blah.
KK.
Nope. Sorry, guys, I can't show you. But here's the website, which I can finally open. That's cool. Good for them for making this website available. So if you download this app, K-Manga, which we talked about when it debuted, you can read Hajime no Ippo, pretty famous sports manga.
Let me see how much of Hajime no Ippo.
So shout out to them not taking Chihaya Fudu down. That's cool.
Okay, manga. Hajime no Ippo. Why isn't it popping up for me?
Monday, I'm gonna get Hirasumi licensed one day. I hope so.
K Manga adds Hajime no Ippo boxing manga in English. The first 87 chapters or 10 volumes are available, and new chapters will launch every week. This is the first official English release available in the West for the long-running manga. When they say new chapters every week, that's where I'm like, is it just like a chapter every week? Because that's going to be awful. Or is it several chapters per week?
Yeah. Yeah, it's a long running series, so one a week, that's gonna be excruciatingly long.
And what's it? Is it this is New York Comic Con this weekend or next weekend? That's the next thing that I want to.
That is New York Comic Con 2023.
12th through the 5th, so next weekend. But
So yeah, next Thursday we should be starting to get some coverage.
and that is I know Kodansha said that they have announcements, and I tweeted this, but they used an image from the Fable to like say that they had announcements. So
After
man.
After what happened with MF Ghost, and I told you, like, it doesn't surprise me that Initial D is going to get announced, because you got a huge ass Easter egg hint at the announcement page, tweet or whatever.
Exactly.
People should not be shocked when they announced Fable.
Yeah, that's exactly what my thought was like, I know that they used MF Ghost to advertise that they had announcements and stuff. I know that they advertised MF Ghost at Anime Expo, and obviously the anime for MF Ghost was coming, but like, yeah, it was, because I think we were sitting and said, because it was like they had a bunch of copyrights listed, and it was like or a bunch of series listed, and it was like Attack on Titan, whatever, and MF Ghost, and we were like, So yeah, them using that image right there makes me feel very positive that the Fable is going to get announced physically at this convention.
These are all the panels that they're doing. Is that it?
Yeah, they got
Manga publishing in North America, past, present, and future. Manga reveals and recommendations. When? Saturday, October 14th at 3:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So next, not this Saturday, next week. Okay, so I don't really know what to expect, but I hope there's another omnibus announcement in there.
Maybe
because Seven Deadly Sins is wrapping up.
Yeah, that
still
one's
got Fire Force.
Attack on Titan wrapped up.
Fire
Force is halfway done.
Yep. We're getting Fairy Tail and Slime.
And
the sign of Affection.
And Cells at Work.
Maybe they can sneak one in there.
Yeah, because both Cells at Work and Sign of Affection are short. So I think that it's really possible maybe we see something like Eden Zero, or maybe even another, like a newer title that they put into that format, like, or they do a reprint of like Rave Master in that format. Man, who knows?
They announced Rave Master, people are gonna lose their shit, myself included. Like, hey, I can finally buy it. But seriously, Eden Zero, that would be awesome, because I finished season 2 and I'm so excited and pissed off because it left off on a massive cliffhanger. And so now I want to catch up with the manga and start reading it. So yeah, Kodansha at NYCC. We'll see what happens, folks. Stay tuned to this broadcast next Thursday. And then the other week, we'll do the wrap up, I guess, for what happened. By the way, I know you're away from your house, so you don't have books with you, I assume.
You
Did
assume wrong.
you? Oh, okay. Prove me wrong. Because I like asking for your hauls because you're not on Mondays, so there you go. The only thing I hauled is the stuff I mentioned that I bought, so it hasn't arrived yet, unfortunately.
I don't know if the stuff that I've hauled is stuff that I've already shown here or not, but I'm going to show you. This is my most recent This is like half of my most recent Right Stuff order that arrived. So it's not the whole thing.
Nice.
Hold on, I gotta get it organized, get it together. Okay. Aside from this, I had the fourth and final hardcover of The Girl from the Other Side, the sixth omnibus of Fire Punch Betwixt, which I would like to talk about because it's pretty neat, and a couple other things. But we've got Shy Volume 4. That one, the anime, I think just started. Moriarty Volume 13.
Nice.
Dandaran Volume 5. Chainsaw Man Volume 12, at long last, back. Akane Banashi Volume 2. Komi Can't Communicate Volume 27. Tamon's B-Side Volume 1. Witch Hat Atelier Volume 11. It's been a little bit since we had a volume of that one. Windbreaker Volume 2. And Vampires Volume 3. It's been a while since we got the last of that one as well. So that's everything that I brought with me to read for the weekend, because I know, like, I'm working potentially 12-hour days, but like that means I'm going to have nothing to do at night.
Yeah.
And I'm that's going to be tonight and then Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and I don't go back home until Monday. So I figure I should bring plenty of stuff to read. I don't know if the people that I'm working with, that I'm going to be staying here with, are going to be like wanting to like hang out or something. But I mean, if they do, if they're like, hey, we're going to go out to dinner and like go get to, I'll go out with them. But like, otherwise I want to be prepared. Like, you know, like, I was about to freak out. I was like, where'd my computer go? I'm on my computer. Like Scar from Lion King, be prepared. But I also brought my computer so that I can edit my buyer's guide video and hopefully release that sometime this weekend for the October stuff. A little bit late, but I've been busy. I had a lot going on this week.
I'm working on my summer season review, and I hate putting that out late because I know everybody's already moved on to the fall stuff. But it's just been one thing after the other. I have it like 80% done as of making this live stream, so it's not going to come out today or tomorrow. So you'll see it eventually if you're interested on my channel, Manga Geekdom.
Eventually,
interesting month. 20 different anime. So I'm editing my vocal recording, and it's like an hour long, and I hate it because I don't want to hear myself talk for an hour. So I'm trimming stuff, all the excess fat, and it's been really an annoying process today.
Well, other people want to hear you.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. It's just I'm in here all the time, and then I got to hear me from the speaker. I'm like, oh my god, shut up. But that's what's happening, in case you were wondering. But I do have my anticipated releases for October. If you guys want to check it out, I appreciate it. On my channel. Did you happen to read any spooky book that you want to mention by any chance, or horror related or whatever?
Yeah, so like I mentioned, I got Betwixt, and I wanted to talk about that. So Betwixt is the could you pull up a picture of it for us? Thank you. I didn't want to just be sitting here because I don't have it on me. Betwixt is the newest Viz Originals volume. Viz Originals typically are by like Western creators. Stuff like there's the Rainbow Rowell book, was it Fangirl? And then there's Devil's Candy and World Peace. And this is the newest one, Betwixt. As you can see, it has some cover artwork by Junji Ito, but it's not a Junji Ito book. He provides the cover artwork and a foreword, and within there are 3 stories from Japanese creators and 3 stories from American creators or Western creators. So you have Ryo Hanada from Devil's Line, Aki Shimizu, who I think did the Suikoden 3 manga, Shima Shinya, who's done Star Wars series and Lost Lad London. But then you've got Western creators, Becky Cloonan and Michael Conrad worked together on, I think, Batgirls series. Yeah. Leslie Hung is the artist of and she works with Sloan Leong in this one. And then Hua Hua Zhu, I'm not familiar with. I don't think they've really done anything before this, but so it's an anthology. It's 6 horror stories, and each of the stories themselves are pretty interesting. One of them is with like a Kappa monster. There a lot of like, kind of monster and spirit related things. But the thing that was really interesting and why I wanted to highlight it is when you were flipping back and forth between those two pictures, it doesn't really have a back cover. Both of the covers are the front cover, and that is the American side, and that's the Japanese side. So when you open it from the Japanese side, you read the 3 stories from the Japanese creators.
Oh, that's nice.
They read from right to left, and then when you open it, you flip it over onto the other side. It reads from left to right with the other 3 stories.
That's sick.
And when you reach the middle of the book, it'll tell you, flip to the American.
Flip it.
And the page numbers are even labeled on like the table of contents. It's like US 1, US 30, whatever. Like, it has, it's labeled in a certain way. It's a really interesting, I just really appreciate the way that they put the book together, just itself. And the stories are not bad at all. Like it's a good little anthology series that I appreciate them putting out. And I hope they do more stuff like this. But I love just the concept of flipping it back and forth between, because it has creators from, more than just Japan.
Mm-hmm.
So that it's really cool. I recommend it if you are a fan of horror manga, if you are a fan of Ito. This is going to be something that's up your alley, in my opinion. And honestly, the story by Becky Cloonan and Michael Conrad is really, really good. I think her artwork lends itself really well to black and white and also to a horror story.
Nice.
That's my first horror of the month, I guess. I can't think of any other horror that I read. Though I'll tell a horror of my I know that I stated I really don't let myself have stacks of unread books, but since that's because starting in like January or February of this year, I worked through my big ass like 200 plus volume to read pile. And I finally today finished the last book that was in that pile. So now everything that I'm reading is recent acquisitions.
That's awesome.
And it was a liberating feeling. And the horror behind it is I think I saved the best for last. I hadn't read Vinland Saga hardcovers 12 or 13 until like the past couple days.
Ooh.
But I got to sit down and binge 2 hardcovers, 4 volumes worth, and it was great. It was so good. The ending of the 13th volume, it hit me super hard emotionally. I was so happy that I saved Vinland Saga for last. And I was trying to do it where like I would read like all of this first.
Yeah.
And after I clear my shelf of the recent acquisitions, then I would jump into the older stuff and try to read those. But I kept getting more new things, and I was like, you know what? I want to read this right now. So I was like, I don't really have anything coming in after this order. I have like a couple volumes coming in here and there, but nothing big. So I was like, I'm going to pause on those, finish up those volumes, clear off that shelf once and for all. And now I've got, I'm caught up ish, and it's exciting.
That's awesome. One of my goals for this year, not this year. Wait a minute, the year's almost over. What am I talking about? Moving forward is that because I say this, but then when you guys watch my content on YouTube, you're gonna be like, you're lying. I wanted to decrease the amount of shows that I'm watching because in the spring season, I watched 30 to 32 different anime, and that was a lot, and it really exhausted me. So for the summer season, I'm going to scale it back. I'm going to watch like 12. It ended up being 20, but what are you going to do? And now,
still,
yeah. And now for the fall season, I haven't started watching anything because I'm concentrating on making that video and releasing that into the world. And once I'm done with that, I'll catch up with the shows. Right now, I'm sitting on 28 different shows because everything sounds so cool and exciting that I want to check it out. But moving forward, I want to watch less stuff and get through my books because I'm a very slow reader. I am totally opposite of you because I get distracted easily by things, and I have like some reading anxiety issues that I'm working on, and just I don't know. My life it's turned took a turn for the weird these past couple of years. So I struggle sometimes with reading multiple books, but I do want to read everything because I made a plan. I think it was at the start of this year when I made a video and I said on my channel, I'm going to cover every damn book on my collection. I started doing that and then it just derailed into something else. So that's my goal. I'm going to read more and talk about it here and on my channel.
Me finally getting through all of that, I'm going to make a video that I've been planning on doing for a while, and I just didn't do it because I hadn't made it through that stack of or that shelf of books yet. Yeah. I'm going to make a video about like what I do to help myself to read as much as I do. And a lot of that is focused on like one of the main points, and I bring this up specifically because you said about getting distracted, but one of the major points is that I'm probably going to start the video by saying, because I buy so much manga, one of the questions that I get all the time is, first, do you actually read all of that? And when I say yes, of course, the second thing that people ask, or the follow-up question is usually, where do you find the time? And then I'm going to explain, like, it's not necessarily about finding the time, because I guarantee that almost anyone has time, but it's about getting so distracted and not utilizing that time to the fullest. And it's like I've broken it down almost into like a science that works for me because it's about manipulating like my own chemicals in my brain and like knowing how to give myself that serotonin boost, and that pushes me through. But there's a lot to it. It's clear yourself from distractions, allow yourself to focus, and having a plan, going into your reading and stuff, and all of those things. It's really like the step by step of like how I get to the point where I've had days like reading 10 volumes in a day is not weird for me at all. And I had a day recently of like 20 volumes in a day that I read. And like that's the peak, that's the most I've ever done. And I was really trying to push and see how much I could do. Yeah. But I did that while also taking a nap in the middle of the day, going out to get like groceries. So like it wasn't like I completely cleared my day out. And I was like, man, day where I just didn't do anything but read, I could unlock like infinite power.
A new secret layer out there in the Matrix.
It's like I'd be like the Deathstroke of reading. Like he uses, the other 90% of his brain.
Brain, yeah. Let's see. Oh, before I go on to my recommendation, did you see the mess with Yuzuki's son? That's a long name. I'm going to read it. I heard about it on Twitter, but I haven't seen the episode. I'm looking forward to that mess. I'm maybe I'll watch it tomorrow. Who knows? I have a lot of shows to watch. Let me finish the the book, and then I can talk to you guys about my watching list because it's insane. There's so much stuff coming out. Anyways, to start off Halloween month, I picked something not as scary but still spooky for all ages. I say all ages, but really 13 and up, because there is a bit of fan servicey jokes, not visual stuff, but jokes thrown in this book. I have here the first 3 volumes of A Terrified Teacher at Ghoul School, Volume 1. This is written by Mai Tanaka. And here's the cover for... Nope, wait a minute. Here's the cover for Volume 2, and here's the cover for Volume 3. This is still ongoing. It started back in 2014. It has a spin-off series, which I don't know if it got licensed in the U.S., but I need to get more of these volumes. I just haven't had the time to buy more of this series in particular. So what this is a comedy series about this character right here, whose name is Haruaki Abe. He is a scaredy cat and a very weak human, but that is what makes him somewhat charming. He fails a lot, but he keeps going, and he's scared of everything. He gets bullied rather easily, and he hasn't been able to teach at a regular school because he was bullied out of said school by the school thugs and all that stuff. And not having any work, he went back to his parents' house and all that stuff. And somehow his parents were able to help him acquire a new job at a brand new school. And it turns out to be a yokai school. And he is the only human there. Everybody else are all the different yokai that you might know. You see some of them here, like the Gasha Dokuro. You got some Tanuki. You got some Kappas. The open slit woman makes in a cameo appearance, which I thought was pretty fun because she isn't technically a yokai. She's an urban legend folklore thing from modern days. So yeah, he's in this school and he is terrified when he finds out that they're all ghoulish creatures and he's the only human because he didn't believe before and now he's seeing them for the first time. The school, the yokai, the senior ones, want all the students to learn about human stuff and just like regular education for children, I guess, so that they go out better prepared into the adult world. And when he gets there, of course, nobody pays attention to him or show any respect towards him, and they make fun of the fact that he's a wimp and a human at that. So he has a very tough time getting to know the characters, the different yokai, and for them to accept him as their teacher, which leads into some comedic hijinks. Some pranks are pulled, and our main character has an unhealthy obsession with sailor, what's it called? The sailor uniforms that girls wear. And that's what I mentioned earlier about the fan servicey stuff, because I know not everybody's going to be into that. It's nothing raunchy. It's just that he's kind of a weirdo and that he likes the outfit per se. And so it's not like idolizing girls or whatever wearing that stuff. You can see this page right here at the beginning. He's just digging the outfit. I don't know. He's a weirdo. What can I say? But he has good intentions by teaching the students. You can see some of the artwork here, which looks really nice and clean. And I like that, for example, they aren't afraid to modernize some of the yokai. And one of the stories, they find the I forgot the name of the yokai. Sashiki Warashi, is that the name? It's the ghost that haunts a house of a child ghost. And in Japanese folklore, if you get a haunting like that, it's usually meant as a sign of good luck and prosperity for the house. So they're just gonna roam around the house and creep you out and pull pranks, but it's not for any malicious intent. A lot of the yokai in real life, they are like that. They're neutral and they're not out there to scare you. They just living out their lives and trying to prank you and have fun. Some of them are evil, some of them are good, but the majority of yokai, when you read up on them, they're just doing their thing. So this particular yokai that I'm talking about is she's at her house and she's not coming into school. But the reason is that one of the other yokai turned her into a shut-in after showing her video games. So now she is a gamer shut-in, which plays on the trope of her nature of guarding or being a haunting spirit for a house. So I thought that was pretty clever that they're able to twist the lore around to modernize these creatures. The Gashadokuro, you can see over here. Wait, over here. It's cool that she's actually a girl and she can turn into a human form. That's different. The majority of the chapters are episodic, like different scenarios at school and all the school tropes that you might expect from a comedy series, but with the supernatural aspect. So if you don't mind all that stuff, is uniform costume fetishism. Okay, there you go. That's it. I do like it. It's fun. Has fun artwork and nice usage of Japanese folklore to do something different. Let's see some more art here. Let me show you some art from the second volume. Third one. Homie here. This guy is a form of one of the tanukis, but not like a full raccoon dog. And he's usually the comedic relief of the group. You see some of the art here with the cat. There's a cat, and there's a tanuki over there transforming. So, yeah. If you want something light, something fun, and not scary but spooky for Halloween, I do recommend A Terrified Teacher at Ghoul School. IST, by the way, shout out to our sponsor, has most of the volumes in stock, and you can get them for cheap with great discounts. Might as well segue into the plug here. InStockTrades.com is your home for all things collected editions. You get your omnibus, hardcovers, manga, and more with great details. Oh my God. With great deals that range from 42 to 50% off. Loyalty discounts add an extra 2% to your order if you make weekly orders. If you make an order of $50 or more in the US, you get free shipping. Fantastic customer service. Wonderful packaging. That's InStockTrades.com. Shout out to IST. And a homie here, by the way, is a Dorotabo. If you're reading Kemono Jihen, you might recognize that as the main protagonist. He's also a yokai in that series. So this is a modern delinquent version of said yokai. He's not a fan of humans until he meets the teacher and says, like, man, you're so pathetic that you're kind of making me like humans, because I thought they were all cheery because his sister was marrying a human. So he was very upset, and he was like a really wholesome, nice guy. So he thought all humans were like that until he meets the teacher, who's so gloomy and depressed that nothing's going his way. The class isn't paying attention to him. He has to win their trust. So that inspires him to see beyond his preconceived notions of humans and accept that they can be kind of cool too. So I thought that was pretty funny. Let's see what else I can highlight from this book. There's some more yokai. There is a kappa in here, and he's the school photographer, which I thought was funny. Most of the time, you'll see him munching on a cucumber. And one of my favorite yokai is the Rokurokubi, but she doesn't appear a whole ton. That's the one with the super long neck, like Orochimaru. So, yeah. Go check it out. If you're in the mood for something lighthearted with yokai, definitely give this a shot. So there you go. Oh, thank you so much. Next to Imagine Genius isn't to be rushed. I appreciate that. Thank you, buddy. That's in relation to my woes on YouTube. Let me show you my watch list for anime. We're gonna go to where is this? AniList. I'm gonna share my screen here again. Can you see this? There we go. Let me zoom in. Okay, so not everything is airing at the moment. And you can see some of the stuff that I do have on my watch list for the fall season for the next, for the next 3 months. We got Frieren Beyond Journey's End. I am up to date with this because they released the first 4 episodes in one go. It was like a 2-hour movie. Highly recommend this. Beautiful. Madhouse did a great job at bringing this to life. Ragna Crimson, which I watched the first episode the other day. Interesting. Wasn't what I expected, but I'll keep watching. Shangri-La Frontier. Overtake. I don't know if you've heard of this one. This is a racing anime. Formula One racing. Or F4 cars, sorry. This is an original show, but it's done by Troika Studios, which they're okay. I'm not gonna watch MF Ghost because I don't know. I just have too many shows to watch. Can't watch them all. Sounds like Pokemon. What else do I have here? The family circumstances of the irregular witch. I like the art style, and I like witches, anime witches, not Western witches. Sorry for the witch fans out there. Berserk of Gluttony. Dark Gathering is airing its second part. There we go. Of the first season. Shy started recently as well. I got The Saint's Magic Power is Omnipotent, the second season. First one was really lovely. Enjoyed it. Tokyo Revenger Season 3. Helk, the second part of Season 1. I got Bullbuster. Sorry, not Ball. I'm giving the disgraced noble lady I rescued a crash course in naughtiness. We highlighted that I think it was last week with the previews. I did not know it was getting an anime, but it's in here for some reason. I'll watch it. 16-Bit Sensation, Another Layer, which I've heard good things about. I'm excited to check it out. It's in the 90s, and there's time travel, and it's about video games. So I'm excited. The Yuzuki Family's 4 Sons. That's the one with the technical hiccup with the subtitles. Jujutsu Kaisen Season 2. That's been airing for a while. Under Ninja started today. The Pokemon Horizon series. Zom 100 has not finished its broadcast. The last 3 episodes have been delayed with no release date in sight, so who knows when that will happen. And if I go over here to the browser section, here's some of the other stuff that's coming out that hasn't aired, which I'm interested in. Let me put TV show. TV show. No, not this. Oh my gosh. What am I doing? Hold on. Yeah. Okay. Popular this season. Fall format. TV show. TV show. Oh, there we go. Source streaming. Not yet aired. Okay. So You saw a lot of titles. This little thingy here, the orange dot, is stuff that I'm planning to watch that hasn't aired yet. So to the list, you got to add Rising of the Shield Hero Season 3, Spy Family Season 2, Dr. Stone New World Part 2, Apothecary Diaries, Undead Unluck, Our Dating Story, Faraway Paladin Season 2, The 100 Girlfriends Who Really, 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 Really Love You, The Kingdoms of Ruin. This is from High Dive, which I suspect will be region locked, so I won't be able to watch it. Vexations of a Shut-In Vampire Princess. A Returner's Magic Should Be Special. Stardust Telepath. Tier Moon Empire, which had its first manga come out recently in the US. This I trolled Jess today, Omnidog, on our chat. Butareba, the story of a man turned into a pig. Because there's a character, the girl here is named Jess. That's why I trolled him. Protocol Rain. Is that it? And that's everything. That's a lot of shows. I don't know what I'm going to do with myself. I'm going to go crazy with this. Whew. H-Field. Most yokai are just chilling. Yeah. They're just out here to prank humans and have fun. Unfortunately, there are some that are like super evil and they actually want to kill you, but it's not the norm. Like, for example, the Kitsune, there are variations of it. You might get some holy foxes that are meant to protect humans and some malicious ones that want to eat you or prank you, and they might shapeshift into a human and try to marry you, which is related to the manga that we talked about earlier that Seven Seas solicited, the BL manga. So, yeah, none of that is made up out of thin air. Everything comes from Japanese folklore. So I wasn't surprised when I saw that. Gio, whatever you're doing with Jess trying to get him into anime is working. He asked for an anime channel to be made on his Discord today, and he posted in it. Let's go. I told him that Spy Family Season 2 is coming up, so he wants to watch it. I think it's going to air on Netflix, so he said he was going to tune in. There you go. So what did you end up getting from DoorDash? Or what you get from them?
There's not a lot of options out here because I'm in a really small lake town. So I got Popeyes because
Oh, nice.
I don't really eat Popeyes that often, and I was like, I'll do something a little different tonight.
That chicken for Popeyes.
I got some chicken. I got a sandwich, red beans and rice, mango. Their mango lemonade's really good. And then this Oreo cheesecake is either going to be complete ass or it's going to be great.
It has potential.
It does have potential.
One of my highlights recording commercials in radio was when we got Popeyes as a client, and I was able to record a commercial for them and use the actual jingle. That was allowed. I'm like, yes, let's do it. So I added the whole little Popeye, ba 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 at the end that I sang.
Yeah.
I did that once with Little Caesars. So I was excited to add the little thing at the end with the pizza. That was fun.
I forgot about that. I was like, what's Little Caesars jingle? I was thinking love that pizza from Caesars.
It's the little Roman dude or whatever. Pizza. Now we're giving a free ad space for these companies. Fantastic. So yeah, that's sort of it. Now I got to change the thumbnail because I thank you for joining me. I'm gonna add Betwixt to the thumbnail.
Nice.
So next week, if we are all able to gather once again, we will have more horror recommendations. I'm gonna up the ante a little bit and bring you another yokai story that's a little bit scarier. I'm gonna talk about Cat Eye Boy, which is a little bit more grotesque in nature. Thank you, James. If you want to join my Discord server, I've been busy this week. Sorry for the peeps that are on the Discord server. I haven't been on. Sorry. But you can join and chat with me about anime, manga, video games, all that stuff. So there's the link, the Manga Geekdom Community Discord. Where can people find you, Willie, when you're not here with us?
When I'm not eating chicken on the internet. You can find me, the Omnibus Collector, on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Twitch, and Omni Collector on Twitter. And excuse me, you can find me. Look, watch this.
Oh yeah.
Imagine that I have a red and black flannel.
Yeah, the flannel.
You can find me as Mick Foley, Hell in a Cell, cage match against the Undertaker.
That's a good Halloween idea. If you want to
dress up. That's what I said. I was like, oh shit, because I have that red and black like flannel hoodie that I wear a lot.
Yeah,
that's so freaking easy. I just wear that, and then like I'm done.
Yeah, gotta hunch over a little bit because of his posture, and you're good. Yeah.
It was so funny. I like walked into the grocery store, and this dude, like, because my hair was down, my bangs were down, and I had a guy, or I had that hoodie, the red and black flannel, and a guy came over, and I'm hard of hearing. I don't really talk about it. Like, I'm not like super bad, but like I don't hear that well, and I have hair
muffling a little bit.
So like not making it better. And this guy like sees me and he points and he goes, and I was like, huh? You look like I'm like, I look like whom? You look like Mick Foley. And I was like, oh shit, thanks, man.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I immediately like sent pictures to people and I was like, I look like Mick Foley.
Yeah, there you go. Thank you, chat. You guys are lovely as always. Appreciate it for all the nice comments and feedback and questions and all that. We'll be back next week. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Blah, 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 blah. You can find me on my channel, Manga Geekdom, where I talk about manga and anime, mostly manga. But go check it out. Subscribe if you haven't. I appreciate it. Help that channel grow. There we go. So thank you to the chat. You guys are lovely as always. Thank you to our sponsor, InStockTrades.com, for making it happen. Everybody go buy some manga and comic books from InStock Trades. We'll be back next week, Monday, for hauls, previews, reads, and all that fun stuff. Wednesday for another comic episode. And then Thursday, we got some news and manga discussions on this very channel. So hope to see you then. Stay safe, everybody. God bless. Have a great night. Have a great weekend. Catch you on the next stream. Bye for now.